on last week. This is kind of like after the podcast. It was kind of just continued conversation. Darnell, you got off, but me, Sheinhardt, and Dacius was still on, and we were going back and forth with him about two players in particular who are still in the playoffs. But before I reveal that, I'll just ask, well, whatever. If Jason Tatum, Darnell, were to win the championship this year, would he be in your top five?
That's tough. Somebody got to come out.
Take your time.
Right now, like of the current NBA.
Oh, the current NBA.
Yeah,
when the final horn blows, if he got a chance, of
the season, like of now. I get you.
Going into next season, because like if he win the championship this year,
exactly.
But going into next year, if Jason Tatum is coming into next season as the champion,
reigning finals MVP,
right? Where do you rank him in the top 5 of the NBA coming into next season if he is a NBA champion and finals MVP? Really just champion overall, because I don't see him not winning the finals MVP if they gonna win the championship.
That's a general question.
I want to say 5, man. I put like right at the 5.
Okay, so give me your top. Give me your 4 above that.
Like right at the cusp.
Give me your 4. It don't have to be concrete. It could be loose, but give me, if JT gonna be right at 5, give me 4, 3, 2, 1.
Loose and not really thinking too hard. I would say I'm gonna go and get him to say it. Tatum is in the Luka, individual player.
I'm gonna hold my peace.
The waters get a little muddy.
It's tough, though.
Hey, get back to him, because I got a rebuttal for you, brother. Luka ain't even in.
It's hard.
I'm gonna take him out of there. So if if Jason Tatum win the championship and get Finals MVP, bro, top 5. Let's just go down the list. I got in no particular order. Well, you know what? He wanted the order. I'm gonna still go. This may shock people, but I'm gonna go Giannis 1. I think Giannis is the best player in the world right now. That's just how I feel.
That's personally. Another one.
I'm gonna go 1. I'm gonna go Giannis 1. Currently, he just averaged 30 at 37. I'm gonna go Bron 2. I think Stephaniezer gotta come out of there, man. I gotta do, bro. Cause
he gotta come out.
Okay, because they did make it. Okay, I got Giannis 1, Bron 2, KD 3, Steph 4, JT 5.
All right. Okay, so Darnell, you started the podcast talking about you feel like you fell victim. I don't even think he got PT this game. I could be wrong. Talking about the white power.
And you know what? No disrespect to Jimmy Buckets, who just an honorable mention. He would be my 5A or my 5B or my number 6 or 7, because it's not talked about enough how he averages. I think whatever he averaged in the regular season, he averaged like 24 points a game. It's not really eye-popping. But the man goes all the way from 24 points a game all the way up to almost 30 points per game in the playoffs. He averages 7 points per game higher. You want to talk about the literal epitome of I just hit the switch. He literally goes and flips the switch when the playoffs come, like, yeah, this is what I get up for. So honorable mention to Jimmy Butler, who I think gets paraded around because he doesn't put up those godly numbers in the regular season, but playoff time, he is a top 5 playoff player to me in the league currently. There's no doubt about it. So it deserves an honorable mention in the overall standings of big dog status, because it's all about, you said it yourself, E. You make your money where?
In the playoffs.
Come on, man.
Darnell, who is better?
And I got my 5 real quick.
Please, let's have it, please.
Please.
my personal 5 going in, thinking to be the top 5. I got Giannis, Tatum, KD, Doncic, and I said somebody already.
Man,
Did you say, I don't know
Four,
if you
right?
said Braun or not. Did you say
I
Braun?
don't know if you said the kid from Akron. I didn't hear you say.
everybody leaving somebody out.
Top 5, guys? Top 5?
Okay. Oh, I just got one more question. You can think about number 5, but answer me this.
I can't
Maybe,
conform.
maybe you've already answered it based off like the ranking order that you just gave. Do you believe, Darnell, Black Peace, do you believe, and you can answer this
Oh,
question.
Joel, that's another one. There you go.
Oh, Joel, okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting on somebody to say Joel.
He ain't got no championship, bro. The
And
people
you-
that I named hypothetically would have had a ship. But go ahead.
Darnell, do you think, and you can answer this question when you get ready, Trey. Darnell, do you think Luka Doncic is a better player than Jason Tatum?
Oh,
Why you doing me like that?
Bro, it's not rocket science. That's what I don't get, bro. It's not a rocket.
Yeah, man.
This question shouldn't be difficult.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna say yeah.
You think Luka Doncic is
No,
better
it's
than
just
Tatum?
like I love Tatum.
Hold on.
Niggas
You
say
think
like-
Tatum? You think Tatum is better than Doncic, or you think Doncic is better than Tatum?
Put Tatum. I look at it like swap the roles. That's how I look at it. Swap the roles. If Jason Tatum was on that team and Luka was on that team, what would happen?
all right.
I
You
ain't
see
gonna lie to
Jason
you.
Tatum carrying that whole entire team at that magnitude. I know, game plan.
But no.
Come on.
This is what you got to understand. There are two completely different positions. Jason Tatum is not paid to be a point guard.
He's a true wing, and he's a two-way player who just shut down KD in the first series of the playoffs, which is why he would have catapulted into my top 5 just off the defensive loan.
Right.
And Luka Doncic, as we know, is a defensive liability, and he lacks on that side of the floor. So I just seen Jason Tatum take KD for stretches and strap him down.
and got buckets on the other end.
And got buckets on the other end and gave him 40. And KD with no answer.
It's the potential in Luke. I know what you're talking about, though. I see.
You can't
exactly-
blame Luka for not playing defense. You can't blame Luka for not playing defense because he's an offensive liability.
Yes, we
It's
can.
like the same thing with Jake. No, you okay. So okay.
Yes.
You go put the best player in foul
This
possibility.
is not the NFL where
That's what
guys
you wanna
play
do.
one side of
Your
the
main
ball.
source of offense.
This is the NBA, brother.
Yes.
You got to play both
You're-
sides.
Okay. So
I'm saying, who would you start the franchise with
okay.
tomorrow?
I'm not gonna lie
I
to
would
you.
start with
Me
Luka.
personally,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start my franchise with Jason Tatum. I like my superstar player to have a certain type of funk sway and an attitude about him. And Jason Tatum, I'm not saying that he's Kobe, but he has a sprinkle of that Kobe-esque DNA nature to him, to where he wants the moment and he takes the big challenge on defense.
Right.
That's what Jason Tatum's big step to me, right? If Kobe was still living, rest in peace, I think he would have gave a challenge to Tatum to, okay, defensive player of the year. I know you got Marcus Smart on your team, but can you not win that? I think he can. He got the length, he got the athleticism.
Come in
His
the camp.
offensive game is,
That's just me. No, you good, bro. I think that's.
I'm about to say, his offensive game is complete. So, man, you ask me who I'm starting my franchise with, I'm gonna take Tatum over Luka, respectfully though. And that's no slight to Luka. That's no slight to Luka though, but respectfully, I'm gonna go with Tatum.
And mine is no swipe to Jason, to be honest. It's more of, I'm looking at more like, what if I hate to do hypotheticals, but dang, it's like he's been put in a position where he has to be the guy to score. He's never gotten an opportunity to say, all right, y'all take care. I can commit myself on defense, put myself in foul trouble, and be able to do that. He can't. He can't.
I don't think he has the
can't.
physical
I'm sorry.
ability to be great on defense.
Yeah, he ain't. Yeah, he ain't. Yeah.
No, he's not
True,
just a move laterally.
But
with no
it counts against him. But just like you said, it counts against him because he's a defensive liability. Like, it counts against him. So it's just like, well, it's like that scale is tipped over so much to his offense. He can't even show you defense. Like
I get what
he
you're saying though, because
tries,
he's so
but it's
important
like
on offense.
within he can.
You will take him really
Just like
not
the same
giving
reason
him
why.
defense. I feel you.
It's the same.
Same
James
reason
Harden.
why. Now look. James is kind of lazy though. But prime example. Now I'm not saying he's him. I'm not saying he's the Mamba. But just like with Kobe, Kobe didn't take offensive charges.
Hookah, Luka.
Look it up.
Come on,
That's
man.
one
This
thing.
the same guy who was drinking beers and smoking hookah before game one of the series. Remind you not, him and Boban was out on the town in the Bay. Hey, Luka hookah.
Well,
hey, we leave.
All right, y'all. So
But
the person who stirred up this controversy to begin with, like I said, it was last episode. That being Sedacious, he's been respectfully quiet and he has looked respectfully very bothered. Sedacious, for the people who didn't get to hear that conversation last week after the podcast, if you want to, you can give them your top 5 right now, or I'll just start it off like this and you take it away, Sedacious. Sedacious didn't feel like Jason Tatum was warranting any top 5 recognition if he were to win the NBA championship this year. Wow. I personally found that to be crazy. I'm taking JT over Luka any day of the week. But Sedacious, why do you choose Luka over JT?
Bro, I want to go top 5. I don't care about the Luka conversation. I want top 5. So there's no way possible, bro. When we got to talk about hypotheticals to place this man in the top 5. I don't even want to have the conversation with you if you're going to go off of hypotheticals. But let's say hypothetically, the Boston Celtics win a championship. I'm not going to place this man above Giannis, LeBron, Joel, Steph, Jokic, and the list can go on and on.
I agree though.
I'm not going to place this man. I just ain't seen enough, bro. I've seen too much Jaylen Brown. I've seen too much Marcus Smart. I've seen too much Al Horford. I've seen too much.
Is the most
I've seen too much Robin Williams.
Co-star that you ever want to have would go off. You talking about
I've seen too much Robin Williams.
I ain't seen enough of him. I don't know what you've been looking at because he done let me down many a day.
In the mix of that, though,
don't get me started on Jaylen Brown. He can't get over the hump of 23, 24 points.
But he gives essential points, and he gives essential to Jason Tatum.
But what's the common denominator in that situation? The common denominator is Jason Tatum is still doing Jason Tatum regardless of all that. So
that's who the common denominator.
Let's say if Jason
that's
Tatum
negative. That's negative. When they had Brad Stevens, Jason Tatum, we went through those numbers. Jason Tatum was putting up in the playoffs with Brad Stevens. So you can't try to give us the excuse that it's Ime Udoka all of a sudden.
And where did they go? And what did they do?
They got to
they went to the conference finals. What you talking about?
And if I'm not mistaken,
it took them a game 7.
If I'm not mistaken, I think they took out Joel en route to that. I could be wrong, but I think they took out Joel en route to the Eastern Conference Finals.
And who won?
Toronto did. Oh no, they beat Toronto.
Did Boston win?
Oh, Toronto. You can play that game, but we gonna always go back to this Luka first year getting out the first round. So we can play that playoff game.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all talking about Jokic top 5,
let's not go to Luka top 5. I need why Jason Tatum's supposed to be top 5.
Bro, because championships put you up there.
And you just named a couple of who don't have one in Joel and Jokic. And I get it. Jokic 2-time MVP. Yeah, that's insane.
He don't have the MVP. What are you talking about?
Who don't have MVP?
Jason Tatum. What you said? What about MVP?
Everybody I named got an MVP.
All right.
Except Joel. You said Joel. Joel don't have no MVP.
He should have got it yesterday. He should have got this shit.
Who they gave the MVP? Who they give his MVP to this year?
Man, they gave he got Bron.
That's political.
Jokic.
I'm a Jokic fan. That was political.
That was political, bro.
I wasn't even too fond of that.
They robbed him like they robbed LeBron.
I ain't gonna lie, and I say this, and I'm out for it. They did the Harden should really have 3 MVPs, 2 for sure. 3 if you're not counting the year that him and Bron was. I ain't gonna lie,
but that's what Sedacious talking about.
But I ain't gonna lie though, that's the year the Rockets won 65 plus games. He led his team to a number 1 seed, And I think he led the league in scoring that year. So
I'll
how
say
did
this.
he not get MVP?
I'll say this. If you don't want to put JT in your top 5, that's fine. But JT, Luka Doncic isn't better than Jason Tatum.
On defense,
On offense, too.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Personal opinions.
No.
Thank you. I hope I
On offense too. Oh,
I ain't gonna
wait
lie,
a minute.
Tatum got a
Come
complete
on.
offensive game. Now I'm not gonna let you
I'm
disrespect.
saying, but Luka entry level game is
Not to the energy you using. Not the energy you using. Not
Yeah,
like
because
just,
he
oh,
plays
yeah, for
defense,
sure. Like,
Darnell.
come on now. Don't do
Okay.
that.
Excuse me
No,
if he a little
Jason
tired.
No, we
Tatum-
said on the offense.
Jason
You just said
Tatum
offense.
is a better
No, I
all-around
accepted the
player than
defense.
Luka Doncic.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Yes. I say Luka Doncic
Like-
got an edge maybe offensively because he's a better playmaker than Tatum, but that's about it. And one thing, I say I don't think he's a better
I
shot
agree,
maker.
disagree.
They do the same thing. They get the same attention as star players on the team, and they kick it. Is that not what Luka does?
But one is more actually design. But he's a design facilitator. Luka's not a design facilitator. Tatum's not a design facilitator. He's supposed to be a killer.
Which is
He's supposed to be attacking.
which is even more impressive because he's averaging 5 to 6 assists per game in the playoffs.
Got to.
Is he not?
That can happen.
Because he got
Kawhi
to.
does that. Kawhi, LeBron,
Because he got
KD.
to.
Yeah,
No, what do you mean?
that's
Because he got to. You talking about Luka got to or Jason Tatum got to?
No, Jason Tatum has to.
He has
He has
to what?
He has to kick it. I'll
Why
see
does-
Luka.
why does he
Luka
have-
will
why
shoot
does
over
he have
both
to kick?
defenders and make
Why does he have to kick it?
just because
He has
he
actually other
won't
good
shoot
players on the
over
team.
them like Luka will shoot over both defenders and make it.
Okay, so how many times does
Hey.
Luka do that for it to be like a good shot attempt? So so what you're saying is
He does
he
that
has
to
he has
though.
to pass the ball because he's getting double team and triple
Let
team.
me ask you this. If Luka don't have his shot going, what else does he provide to
He
you?
going to the post.
As opposed to, hold on. If Luka, I'm talking about he don't have his offensive game tonight. Let's just say his shot ain't falling.
Okay.
How does he positively impact winning on a very high level and a high scale?
Because
That's a legit question. Because if Jason Tatum's shot not falling,
listen,
he just showed me he gonna go strap up your best player and he not gonna get off either.
Who gonna score buckets?
You mean you just
On the
he
players
goes
you name,
crazy on
remember?
Jaylen
You
Brown?
seen too much of
Just
Horford.
forgot.
You seen too much of Williams. You seen too much of Brown. You seen
You
too
just
much.
said.
Those
You
who gonna
just
score the
said.
Yeah,
points.
you want
Jaylen
him to
Brown
be in my
doing
top
too
five
much for me.
because he's gonna approach
Yeah.
again. Like I can't do nothing, but I can lock down the best defender. You want me to
Man,
put
bro,
that man in my top 5?
Say that again.
I'm not putting that man in my top 5. I want the person
Hey,
that's
I
gonna
said
be
I don't
like,
care
I'm
about
locking
him
down
being
every
your
time,
top
and I'm gonna
five. They're
score.
not
in
better
the
than
game
Luka
if he
Doncic.
didn't have a shot falling, bro. And which isn't really too often.
Dwight Powell, Reggie Bullock, all these no names gonna start hitting threes for this.
nah, look,
And
he might hit a couple himself.
for you.
Yeah.
But he not better than Jason Tatum.
Offensively, it's
All around,
it's
he not
a
better than
close
Jason
argument.
Tatum. All
Defensively,
around, he not better than
clearly.
Jason Tatum.
So like if we talking about all around player, like
Mhm.
that's direct, like that's conclusion. So like he's not a better player. Point blank period, right?
Yeah, no.
All right then.
So there's all over. So
Yeah, I
So
see
do
what
he
you-
believe
Does
he belongs
he
in
be in
top
all-
5 still? Oh, go ahead, Dardell.
no, I'm saying in order to be top 5 player, you have to be a great all around player. Is what you're saying?
Not really, because we got Steph in it. Well, I had Steph in my top 5. But I'm not gonna disrespect Steph though. Over the years, he has really taken his defense up a notch. Not to say
he accepts the challenge.
but he does accept the challenge, and he does, he gives significant effort on that end, which I'm not mad at, because when you're the best shooter ever, one can say he don't have to do that. But, for the system that he's in, it calls for him to at least give effort so he doesn't get singled out and put into action every single fucking time. Excuse my language. But and he's a champion too. And he was a champion before KD got there, which is why he's still in my top 5. And I just can't see a world where we don't have the greatest shooter ever. And he's still technically in his prime. not in the top 5 of the NBA. That just is ballistic and asinine to me. Ludicrous, almost one could say.
Man.
Look at him.
Y'all have to bring up whole accolades, but
Don't give us an update on it, man.
But Mount Rushmore, the NBA, Jason Tatum don't belong there yet.
Hell, he get a Finals MVP.
oh, we're not doing all that.
Yeah,
Maybe having to have another conversation, bro.
Man, I don't know why y'all sleep on Luka like that.
we
I
not sleeping
lie.
on Luka. He's just not better than.
He could change my mind. He could change my mind if he win 4 games in a row this series and get to that final.
Luka, the closest thing to
Do you hear me?
number
If he
9.
do that, hey, I ain't gonna lie, he gonna have to win the finals too for me to just go. If he do all of that and win the finals,
bro, I
have
need
my vote.
if Luka win 4 straight, and then he would also have to win a game 7 in San Fran.
In the Chase Center.
It's
In the
everybody.
Chase Center. And the Celtics go ahead win they 2 games and go ahead beat Miami with a 6 game.
And Jason Tatum and Luka is matched up. Boy, you better pray he that nigga that you think he is.
Y'all know how far y'all reaching for this?
No, for sure.
That ain't no far reach, bro. They both in the conference finals right now. We not.
Oh, so
reaching
you basically saying that what you call it, he are practically out of here. This is just like out of formality that they got to play another game.
Yeah, man. If the Mavs win tonight, I still say Warriors in 5 because the Mavs just don't have enough.
Right.
But if Luka is that guy like you say he is, he's just so magnificent.
He'll get 2.
Yeah, go get
Then
me.
why this?
Go give me 2 then.
And he said,
What I'm understanding is,
well, we got never mind. Go ahead, Darnell.
y'all saying that Jason Tatum has literally everything on his side. He has chemistry. He has a brand new system they're working out. He has everything on their side to be great.
Whoa.
But yet Luka has a brand like
That's an
a coach who
oxymoron.
still
How you
has
gonna have chemistry in a brand new system with a brand new coach?
because the same players are still there.
Right.
Horford went away for like a couple seasons and came straight back.
Under new leadership.
That's the same
though.
team,
Bring
dude.
up new pieces.
That's perfectly fine. That's
Okay.
perfectly fine. But those are still good players. You have a defensive player of the year.
So I could be
They
wrong
have a
with
new
the
defensive player of the year.
I could be a little. I could be a
Shout out
little
to
off
Marcus
with the
Smart.
roster, but is Spencer Dinwiddie the only new acquisition that the Mavericks got? I could be wrong with that. Do anybody know off the top of their head?
I believe so, man.
They ain't got Chris no more.
But y'all seen the progress.
Oh my God!
But y'all seen.
So Luka
y'all
needed
seen
Kristaps
the these
Porzingis.
players.
Great.
No, they got rid of him.
Hell no,
and
that was
Luka shot
horrible.
needed to be right.
Okay.
That's exactly what happened in that situation.
You don't cease to amaze me, Darnell. Don't.
You got Marcus Smart. You got Robin Williams. You got Al Horford stretching your 5 out to hit 3s. You know what I mean?
You got Kleber. Don't Kleber stretch out at the 5 spot? You got Kleber. You
got
got 2.
Powell.
And then you got 2.
Are you really comparing Kleber?
You got 2.
He is
You
to
got
Al
2.
Horford.
Come on.
You got.
You
Miss
reaching.
Kleber, leave it to Beaver. Come on.
Then you got 2.
Leave it to Beaver, really?
Then you got 2 defensive guys to make up for the lack thereof defense that Luka ain't gonna play. So you got 2 guys who should be able to limit. It's what? So they don't have Bullock and they don't have Derek Finney-Smith out there to play extra defense that Luka ain't gonna play. That's what you gonna tell me?
Defense they playing. They playing package A defense right now.
Right.
Enough.
I don't think they
Luka not getting a hold.
All right, so let's.
Marcus Smart just went and got defensive player of the year, bro. You can't compare that to Dorian Finney-Smith and Reggie Bullock.
So these 2 players don't even equal up to 1 Marcus Smart.
That's insane to me.
Marcus Smart hit his shots too.
I like
Marcus Smart hits his shots.
Come on, man. The guy averaged 15, 6, and 3, bro. Let's not.
Y'all trying to make it seem like Luka don't get help all of a sudden.
Boston just the most complete.
He never has.
How he get through 2 series then? He did that all by himself?
Pretty, yeah, 45, 48.
All right, bro. All right.
scored and
I
Absolutely.
think
facilitated.
he the top scorer in the playoffs. I
He
think
scored and facilitated.
Nah, facts though.
I guess those 30 points that he scored per game. Well, I won't even say 30 points because it's PRA. The points, the rebounds, the assists, how many points he's responsible for. Okay, let's find that stat to bring it back to see how much production Luka gives his team, which is
I
probably
ain't gonna lie,
crazy.
Jay Reddy did get a stat on First Take today that over the past 2 years, Luka Doncic does lead the league and
like open 3-pointers or creating
nah,
open shots for
it's
teams.
open. It's basically quality of shot
for teammate.
for teammates. He's like number
He
one.
draw
over
that
the
much
last 2
attention.
years.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Luka got so much potential.
He creates the best quality of shot for his teammates over the past 2 years.
Luka is a great player. But now it seems like this narrative has now begun to be Luka don't have no help. And so that's fine.
Yeah, that's the first thing they said when they started getting whooped by the Warriors. Oh, Luka don't have no help. That's the first thing.
They
I ain't
said it
gonna lie, it was a
about
cop out. It did sound like
everybody.
it did sound like a cop out.
It's just the fact that
But they do it to everybody.
Luka is the only name over there. The only name.
Just because that's the only name, that don't mean he don't have substantial amount of help. Jalen Brunson is a respectable player. Jalen Brunson, damn near, one could argue, probably could have got them out of that Utah series had Luka not came back.
Right.
That may be a reach.
Maybe.
Hey, I honestly feel
But they
Luka
was still competitive.
Maybe, bro.
It was still competitive.
Hey.
I give you that.
Come on, bro. I just like I get it. Powell, who is he? I get it. I get it. I bet his unders faithfully at the beginning of the playoffs. I get it. But like,
I can go out there and get you 3 points.
That's his center though. That's his starting center.
yeah,
I can go out there and get you 2 boards.
bro. I think I can do it. I can get you 3 like loose ball rebounds. I think I can do it.
Cleveland.
But
All right. But no,
I
man,
do respect
I understand
Tatum
y'all
to still be able to hold his name in that situation.
I understand what y'all saying. Y'all saying like, why put all this stock in JT when like he has everything around him to be successful, whereas Luka only has himself? I understand where y'all coming from in that regard. I say give Luka help, and like I don't even know what help looks like with him being a point guard and having to be so ball dominant. But yeah, well, I guess with Luka year 4, I believe. So I guess I don't know how much longer we give him to like get the adequate amount of help, especially like playing for an owner who like isn't cheap. So yeah, man, we'll see how far Luka gets and go. But I'm not saying he trash. I'm not saying Luka ain't great. I'm just not going to sit here and stand for him being better than Jason Tatum as an all-around player.